So this is Loomian Legacy. It is a game much like Pokemon where you have creatures called Loomians, who are just like Pokemon. They have evolutions, they have different types, different fighting styles, everything. You know, flying type, fire type, all that good stuff. This Vari is very, how do I say it? I would say Vari is like Eevee. It has a normal evolution though, and it has like, so far I think 6 different evolutions, 7? I can't remember. But pretty much an evolution for every type and then some, I think. Anyway, now as you see I'm further along and I have a bunch of Loomians. The good part about this game is that you don't have to trade people to get every kind of Loomian, except for there is a like 1 or 2 types of Loomians, I believe, that you have to trade them with another one, like the whole Shelter and, or not Shelter, Shelmet and what's the other one? Anyway, Shelmet and the other one that you have to trade them to evolve a certain way. They have that one. That'd be the only one you would have to trade for. Other than that, you can catch everything out in the wild, and you can evolve them. There's some that do require trading, but there is a stone you can get through the PvP store, I believe it is, that if you give it to those particular Loomians, they will evolve without having to trade them. So that's really cool. But I haven't figured out a way to use those to trade, to make the particular evolutions that have to trade 2 types together, you know what I mean. Anyway, when you start off just like in Pokemon, on a little town. This is your hometown. Your house is one of these houses over here. You start off with no Loomians. You come here to this wonderful little laboratory where your parents work. There's your parents chilling. But in here, after you do a little talking with them and stuff, you'll talk to this guy, and every one of these Loomians is a different type, and you can choose one of them to be your starting partner. You can come back later and use Robux to purchase each and every single one, so you can get all starters without worrying about trading anybody. And they all have 3 evolutions. I have most of them. I don't have all of them because I just didn't care. Like here's the ice one. There's light, fire, electric, water, dark, and grass. If I talk to this guy, he'll yep, sure. Yeah. Talk to him, he'll show me, he'll say yeah, I can say yes or no, whatever. You'll line them all up. And you can click on each one to see what you want. They have really cool evolutions. All the ones I have fantastic looking evolutions. You won't be disappointed in any of them. The storyline is actually pretty cool. It's not amazing, but and it still has a long way to go. Right now they only have 3 of their, they call them theaters here. They're not gyms, but they're just like gyms in Pokemon, only with a little twist. You don't just fight people. You do fight people before you get to the boss and fight the boss, but in between each fight you have to solve a puzzle of some kind. They're all different. Each theater is different. Right now they're working on the 4th theater, but they've been working on the 4th theater for, I don't know, 5-6 months at least now, that I've seen since I started playing. Puzzles, own fights. They each have their own type though. Like there's a steel one, there's a fire one, and there's I forget the other one is. It's been a while since I played. Just like Pokemon, they have what's called, they call them gleams in here. They don't call them shinies, but they're shinies. Like this one's a gleam, this is an alpha gleam. There's alpha and gamma. Gammas are harder to find. They just have a different color than these. There's no stat difference or nothing. The normal Mewtwo is the name of this Loomian. The normal one's like a dark gray and stuff like that. And this one, as you see, is white and pink. Really cool. I also have, I don't know if I have my, I don't have any of the, oh yeah I do. I have the Gleam version of this is the toxic version of that Vari evolution. It is the gleaming version. And then I have a gleaming version of this Munch Wheel, which is a steel type. I have plenty of other Gleams too. I don't have any of the Gammas, all they have is the Alphas, but whatever. Anyway, I'm going to basic controls here. If you're using keyboards, WASD as usual. There's no jumping, you don't have to worry about that. You just click on things. Like see that bubble pops up, you click on him and talk to him. You can fight this a lot of people over and over again. So if you fight somebody, come back to them later, you can talk to him again and fight him again. Now what's cool about this is instead of having like a bike and stuff, you have you can hold shift to run. But anyway, instead of a bike, you can ride different Loomians. Now you can't ride every kind. There's a set amount, and I'll show you who you get that from. But if you hit Q, that's the Q button, as in Quebec. You hit it, and boom, now you're riding. You can go a little bit faster. There's a bunch of different ones you can ride. And actually, you have this watch. You hit Q again to get dismount. This watch my guy is wearing, right here, that is like the different kinds of text they've had throughout Pokemon forever. But this watch has different things that unlock as you play through the game. One of the things you get is the way to geo-hop. And you can only geo-hop to places you've been before, obviously. So like if I want to go to Rally Ranch because I want to show you this. Hit geo-hop, I play with my little watch, teleport away. No need to have a flying type Loomian or anything. This ranch, they have a thing called Rally, and it's a lot like the daycares. You can put Loomians in and they'll pretty much breed, but it's not really breeding. I guess they're supposed to attract other kinds, so it's actually another way to try to get Gleams, or if you just want to get better stats for a Loomian you like right, and you can have 9 max. I have 9 right now. I'm trying to get another Gleam of this. I have 1 already of this dude. It's an insect type called Grubby. And you see each of their stats are different. You can actually go into the training section. I actually paid a little extra Robux to get an in-depth stat thing, but normally you just have this and this little experience thing. You can tell by if they're going to be good or not by how many stars they have for each section. I have a bunch of good ones, so I'm just going to keep releasing all the ones until I get another shiny, or another Gleam, sorry. And as you see, this guy is turning bright now because it's turning in daytime. You do get different spots. You do only get certain Loomians at certain times of day. But yeah, for this ranch guy, you talk to him. Like I already have people there, but otherwise, so here's my gleaming. That's the evolution of that Grubby. So I have the gleaming one, and there's different toys and stuff you unlock, and each one they'll tell you. Just scroll over it. They give you different. You can use it to copy different traits from the rally leader and the assistant. The assistant doesn't matter what kind you pick. You can pick any kind of Loomian you want in there, throw it in there. What the assistant does is allows you to kind of give a stat boost or a ability boost or whatever to whatever you're breeding if they have something that's compatible. So I just put 2 of these guys in there. So whatever the rally leader is will be what is rallied, obviously. And the assistant will be whatever helps out with that. And different toys, feeds, and totems do different things. I just try out different things to see what happens. I'm not an expert on it. I'm sure there's people in here who have it down to a science. That's not me. I don't like doing that. This guy over here, this guy over here is where you buy your different saddles from. Like the Valkyrie is one of the evolutions of one of the starter Pokemon, starter Loomians. The one that the light type, he becomes a Valkyrie is the name of it. Himber is the final evolution of the ice starter type. He's like this giant Yeti. It's really cool looking. He was my starter. I love it. Diborg is a really cool looking dude. I'll show you him in a second. And Tyrex is the one I showed you already. I don't know if these question marks are yet. I haven't unlocked them yet, so I don't know. Then you equip it in the inventory just like you would anything else. For switching out your Loomians, you go over here to this computer's all over the place, usually in the centers/stores, pretty much like Pokemon centers. They are attached to the stores and stuff, so you can buy potions and everything you need there. They click on that and you have all these boxes. Here's the Himder. Big old Yeti, he's awesome. Love him. Definitely a great person to start with. Yeah, this weird looking turkey. This one does not evolve, it's just really cool looking. Alright, let's see if I can find. I have him somewhere. There's a bunch of different dinosaurs, like fossil type you unlock. This is one of my favorites. And you can have any of the Loomians follow you. So any Loomian you put in this slot, this top slot, is one that will follow you. I have a bunch of shinies. This is what the Bat Starter looks like, the dark type one. This is his final evolution. He's really cool. I like him too. This is one of the legendaries that you find throughout the game. You can actually find them after you fight them the first time. You can get a copy of them, and then you can find them. You can also find them out in the wild after a while, but they're very rare to find. Oh, here he is. Here's that Diborg that you can ride. You can ride this guy too. He's cool as heck. I like him. I used to have him in my thing all the time. This little symbol right here means they're bigger than average size. And if the big arrow is pointing the other way, then they're smaller. You could have one, they could have two, they could have all three arrows. So he's a very, very large boy. He has really good speed stats and stuff. You do get candies you can give them to boost their stats more. Oh, here's a battle. This is the male version of this. The female version's all gray. The male version is that. I'm just gonna kill him real quick because I don't need him. But just like Pokemon battles, you have these, instead of having PowerPoints or whatever, you can only use ability a certain amount of times. Each battle you start with a full energy bar for your Loomian, and that energy bar goes down. Each ability has its own amount of energy it uses. It goes down as you use abilities. And if you don't have energy, you have to rest for a turn, and you gain energy back. So it's like you don't ever run out of abilities. So you don't have to worry about resting just to get abilities back, or using special potions to up your power points and stuff. So here's a team thing I showed you earlier. I'm hopping all over the place. I apologize. This will be your leader. Whoever's here will be the person that gets into fights first, and will be the person who follows you around. All these are just the rest of your team. You can swap them out during battle. These benched ones, you cannot swap them during battle. You cannot touch them during battle, but they do get experience through the battle. I purchased a thing from the store with Roblox that all my Loomians get experience when I battle, instead of just these two. But normally, just these two will get experience during battle. So if you have something you want to level up that you don't mind not using in battle, put it down here. You can level it up just fine. I'll go through the menu here. So there's Loomians. That's how you do it. You can click on them. You can see their overview, where you caught them, what kind of personalities they have, what day you caught them, their speed, all their stats. Battle is all their abilities. You can move abilities around. You can see what the abilities do. This is their passive ability. Like hers is adorable. She can charm. She will distract your foes with your captivating charm as you enter battle, lower their melee defense. So which means they will do less damage to you, pretty much. Now there's special abilities, which have this little, I don't know if you can see it, a little like blue circle with a symbol going through it. That's special abilities. And the little red ones, like it's a fist on there, is the melee ones. Just like Pokemon have the special abilities and physical abilities. There's also a different symbol for some that is like this one. It's like I think it is like a healing ability, I guess you can say. Not necessarily healing, but a buffing ability. There we go. We'll say that. Anyway, next page, your mastery. You get a trainer mastery. As you level up, you get experience by just beating stuff and by beating gyms and completing your mastery, your Loomian mastery, which I'll show you next. And in each level, you get different stuff. Hyper Disc is like an Ultra Ball Pokemon. And then you also unlock at level 49. I'll unlock the Hyper Disc at the shop, so I'll finally be able to buy it because now I can just buy the regular one, and I can buy the next step up, which I can't remember the next step up was called. Anyway, masteries. Your Loomian masteries. Every Loomian you catch will unlock the mastery tab for it. And I'll click on this one because I already completed. Each one will be different. A lot of times it'll say discover all evolutions. Other times it'll tell you like earn 30,000 experience using any of these. Another one will tell you to rally 50 times. That rally person I showed you previously. It means you have to get 50 rallies out of them. So you can only do 9 at a time, so you have to go back, empty it out after you have 9, and keep doing that until you have 50 of them. Then knock out 30 Loomians using them. So just fight other Loomians and knock them out. And you get the MP, and that's how you level up. Each one's different. A lot of the starters are the same. As you see, the discs are like Pokeballs. You throw them out instead of throwing them like a ball. There, you throw them like a frisbee out. But all the ones with the frisbee disc things on them I've captured. The other ones I have not. Navigates what I showed you earlier. You can go, there's locations, the hubs. So the main adventure is where I'm at now. Trade resort. So if you do want to trade with somebody, you can go to this trade resort and everyone stands around saying, hey, I have this Loomian, I'm looking for this one, all that good stuff. And you can trade there. It's just a big gathering area for people to trade. A completely different map. So there's no place you can just walk to from the main adventure. You have to use this or teleport there from the main menu when you first start the game. And the Battle Coliseum is PvP. You join that up if you want to fight other people. I don't usually do that because I'm not the gung-ho, not even Pokemon. I didn't do it in Pokemon either. I'm not the gung-ho, try to max out stat points kind of person. I don't try to be like everybody else. I can't. Here's friends. If you add any people that you know who play Loomian Legacy and you add them as a friend, they'll appear here. I'm not sure what happens. I don't know if you can teleport to them. I'm assuming you can. Obviously, I wouldn't know because I have no friends. Anyway, last is weather. So this comes in handy because there's certain Loomians you can only catch when there's a strong gust. And certain ones you can only catch during heavy rains. And it'll tell you what route it's coming on and what time it's coming. And this is like the actual time. So I am Eastern Standard Time. It says 9 p.m. right now. Where this little red mark is where we're currently at. That means until actual 10 p.m. tonight for my time, there'll be nothing. But then starting from 10 to 11, full actual hour, not game hour, actual hour, there'll be a strong gust of wind. The same Loomians you catch in those things, you have to level them up. Like, you don't have to do it in the same hour, but you have to level up to like level 32, I think. I could be wrong. During gusty winds or heavy rain, depends on which Loomian you have to level up to evolve them. Items is kind of self-explanatory. You have your items. It's just these cores and stuff you can use to build a certain Loomian. It's like a drone that flies around, and you can use it to evolve him as well. And these redstones, use these. You find them while there's actually an underwater thing where you dig for fossils and stuff. These discs you use to actually make the special kind of disc to catch certain things, like the water one and whatever. This exchange stone is the one I was telling you about. You can get them. I forgot about this. You can get them from digging under when you're looking for fossils and stuff. But it literally just give it to Loomian and they'll evolve if they normally need traded. It says a particular stone that seems to have power to trigger evolution of Loomians, which typically only evolve by trading. So you can evolve them without trading, which is great for people like me who have no friends. Medicine. So here's the gummies you can give your Loomians to power them up. And here's burn gel, gets rid of burn. Medium medicine just heals more than regular medicine. Here's the discs. I have a web disc, which is good for insects, flame. I have all these. There's even a special disc. I do not have one right now. No. Special disc you can get using Robux. It's like a Master Ball. You can keep buying it. It's only like 50 Robux. You can buy it over and over and over again. Or maybe it's 10 Robux. I can't remember. It's really cheap. And you can use it 100% catch. So if you don't feel like fighting something or it's something you absolutely want to have, you can buy that. Even in the middle of a fight, you can buy it and throw it out right in the middle of the fight. So it's very awesome. They did a really good job on this game. I like it. MMs are like just like the discs and stuff that you teach, the TMs and stuff you teach Pokemon and Pokemon. So if I want to learn them to learn certain ones, and it'll tell you if they're able to learn it or not. I only found those ones. I don't know how many there are. I know there's not a lot, but that's all I found so far. Fruit. These do certain things for certain Loomians. There's, I think, two that evolve using the Thunder Fruit. You can get this from think you get one during the adventure, but I think you find another one, or you can get another one from the PvP store. You get certain points for doing PvP, and then you go to the store and you can buy stuff. You can also use Robux to get the points from instead of fighting people and use that too. The power fruit helps them level up. So it's like the rare candies in Pokemon. You can level up your Loomians. And key items are just items you get throughout the game that help boost you up or help you, like the key to get through a doorway to beat the one boss part. They're just items that you'll need. And these gems, these charms you get help, like the Gleam charm or the Roaming charm, any kind of the special legendary kind of Loomians that you can only find one of in battle, and then the rest you have to find out in the wild. The Roaming charm increases your chance of running into those. The Gleaming charm increases your chance of running into gleaming ones. The Rally charm increases your rallying and stuff like that. Experience boost is a thing I got from the store for Robux that helps give all of my Loomians experience when I battle. And here's all my saddles. I bought all the saddles I could. The Trumbull one is the one they give you right away. That's the evolved form of that boy cow thing that I fought earlier. He evolved into this big, cool-looking bull, and but they give you this right away just so you have something to ride. Then the rest you have to purchase. Next is your ID. This just tells people, shows how much money you have, how full your Loomipedia is. I don't know what CP means. Your ID is just your character ID. You can change your name. Here's all the medals I have. These are only 3 theaters that are open. So those are the only 3 theaters or medals I have. Just like the Pokemon ID where you show all your badges. LoomiBoost. This you get rally, or not rally, what's it called? Some kind of tokens. Boost tokens, I guess. You get them. As you see, I could buy more for Robux. You get those from leveling up and completing other stuff, or you can buy them with Robux. And it'll show you that 1 token equals 15 minutes of gleaming encounters. It means it'll increase your chance of finding a gleam by 6 times 16. And same thing at roaming. Corrupt ones are like these Loomians that are like covered in like a black stuff. You can't catch them when they're covered in the black stuff, I don't think. No, because it didn't tell you. No, you can't anyway. But they give you like more experience and stuff when you kill them. This is new. When I played it, what it does is gives you this counter you put on Gleaming Pity, and as you fight, ticker goes down. And once if you go 128 battles without finding a gleam, it'll give you a gleam to fight automatically. So that's cool. If you find a gleam, it resets back to 128 and it starts over again. You can only have either gleam on or roaming on. The roaming one the same way. If you run into any of those roaming ones, it resets. If you don't, it gives you one. But I've run into roaming ones all the time, except for that one I cannot find. Training points. You get training points as you level, pretty much. And I guess this increases your training points to level up or to boost your Loomian's power or abilities. Rally rate just makes your Pokemon like breed or whatever faster in the rally. And its experience gain, just like it says, you get twice so much experience. Each one of these only takes 1 token. It tells you how long it lasts. This is very useful. Like if you get to the end or as far as you can get, and there's one guy you can keep fighting and gives you a lot of experience. So if you double that, you can easily level up any Loomian in no time to max level. So it's kind of nice. Last is the settings. You can reduce graphics if it's getting too choppy or whatever. If you get stuck somewhere and you can't move, you can click unstuck and they'll teleport you somewhere. Follow privacy. You can click on this and change to friends, no one. It's fun if people can follow you. You can let anyone follow you, friends only, or whatever. And objective, always what's new, so you can see the objectives you have on the screen. In the social link, you actually link to something to like Discord, I think, and it helps you get you can get special stuff down the road, maybe. But see this main objective down here. It says meet your friends at the beach. You cannot meet your friends at the beach. I'm repeating that again because it took me forever to realize that that was it. That's all they had of the game. I played it forever, running around like, where the heck's the rest of where's this beach at? Could not find it. I had to look up online. Everyone told me I'm an idiot. There is no next part to this yet. I'm thinking once they put the next theater in, you'll obviously have to go that far, but for now, nada. They keep adding Loomian stuff, like there's more variations of that Loomian Vary. There's more variations of it coming out, and they update some different stuff, but they have not added the 4th theater yet. If you hold the right mouse button, you can spin the camera. Otherwise, you're just running around doing that. Or you can check on your Loomian. I forgot about this by hitting E, and it'll tell you how happy or whatever your Loomian is. It doesn't really apply very much for anything. There is some Loomians that only evolve. I think there's one that only evolves if it's happy or likes you or something. I'm gonna show you real quick how to capture a Loomian. Oh, look, a berry. Okay, so she has a special one called Spare. It's like I think it was Indoor or whatever on Pokemon, where it'll make sure they stick with 1 hit point left. So now he has 1 hit point left. And then go to items. These are all the discs I have. Now he's a normal type, so I'll go to plain disc. My dude chucks it out like a frisbee, sucks him up, and then does a little dance like he does for Pokeballs. And then if he catches them, it goes ding. There you go, you caught yourself a new Loomian. If it's a brand, it'll tell you if you want to nickname, or ask if you want to nickname it, and then it'll put it in the computer for you. If it's a brand new one, it'll show a little Lumiapedia entry for it real quick. Yeah. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. If you ever see me on, feel free to follow me on Roblox. I am Podman Peculiar Plays. While you're at it, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the like and the little bell doohickey, so you know when I post more videos. I know I've been very slacking on posting videos, but I'm definitely going to try to get better at it, especially since people seem to really like the how-to I did on the Creatures of Sonaria. If you haven't watched that yet, please go ahead and watch that. If you play that game is fun as heck too. But I'll see you guys around.